Hello everyone, happy May. This is Heidi Hancock from Double Magenta Intuitive Energy Healing. And if you're new to me, every month I offer a take on the energy in the collective and what's coming up for all of us so that we can move through the month with a little bit more awareness. So this month, for the first time, I come to you from my living room floor. I usually am sitting at my dining table, and often when I'm thinking and reading into the energies for the month, I like to notice what's happening around me as an instrument for letting me know what's supposed to be happening. So ironically, I'm taking a harmonium class. I've been playing on my own, trying to teach myself for a couple of years, and I just finally decided to take a class. And I have learned a new chant that we're going to do this month that goes perfectly along with the energy for the month. And so it's an instrument that you play sitting on the floor. And I thought, how perfect to do the message this month from the floor, because we are looking at things from a new vantage point, a new perspective. We're on the ground, building and collecting and creating everything. So let me back up and explain. The energy of the month is, so last month I talked about the freedom to move and that there was all this new energy coming in and supporting us to begin creating things that we had always wanted to create. Maybe we had a vision for our life that was bigger than we ever knew we were going to figure out how to create, right? And it was something that has been with us for a long time, and you've wanted it to happen. You didn't quite see how it was going to happen, if it was possible. Is this really going to ever come to fruition? So last month was about that. This energy is now finally coming in to start supporting those bigger dreams and pushing us forward. So May is a little bit like a fire hose of energy in our face. There is so much energy coming in to support it that what's happening now for the month of May, it's time to channel your inner Virgo and get serious about organizing what it is that you want to do. Taking inventory of the things that are really important to you and letting go of the things that aren't, so that you can really focus on those individual, single-focused things. So if you think about an arrow can only hit one target, it can't hit multiple targets. So you have to get really finite about what is it that you really want to create right now and what can wait. Because if you have too many goals, if you have too many things, and this is often a problem for me, I want to do so many things that I end up falling in a pool on the floor because I have no direction, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do all of them right now. And so we really have to clear and clean that way of thinking and funnel it out, like one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And you may already be feeling this sense from last month, like there's so much energy coming in that you almost can't. It's forcing us to not be able to attend to everything. You have to look at one step in front of you and just do the next thing that's in front of you instead of trying to, do all of it at one time. So really stepping back and saying, okay, of all the dreams that I've had, of all the things that I really want to do, which one do I want to amplify? Which one do I want to really put my energy into right now? And begin building those platforms. So again, sitting on the floor, we're on the foundation here right now. We're building the foundation of our home. We're building the foundation of our new life, our new business, our new, if we're going to move, all of those things. Like we're finding out what are those building blocks so that we can create this wildest, grandest version of ourselves and really give that to the world, because that's the transition that we're in right now. We're moving into a heart-centered world. We're leaving the old patriarchy, the single focus, left brain place where we have not been inviting in the feminine to help us create and come into a balance with the masculine feminine. So that's kind of the larger view. But for this month right now, we're working on those building blocks. What are they? And perfectly in time with this, here I am learning a new way of playing the harmonium, learning fingering, that helps me move around the keyboard in a different way than I've been doing for 3 years now. I've been trying to play this thing and practice and teach myself. And just with this one instruction, all of a sudden it's like I've discovered that the earth is round and I have all of this at my fingertips now. It's, quite literally. So this month, instead of doing a meditation, we're going to do a chant. And the chant, I just literally learned this on Monday, so we're going to hope I can get through it. But the chant is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And this is an invocation chant that is usually done at the beginning of a Kundalini yoga class. And it translates, one of my teachers says it translates as, I bow to the divine creator within. So in all of this energy, this collection that we're moving around in May, it's like we're gathering the pieces that we need to build these blocks and to create the foundation for this home or this creation that we're going to build. So think of this chant as you're bowing to the divine creator within, because we are moving away from an energy that is looking outside of ourselves for the pieces that we need to create, for the pieces that we think we need that are outside of us, when the answers are really here. The answers are within us already. And so it's bowing to that divine creator, bowing to the inner wisdom, the channeling that we already have access to, that we already know. And it's a little bit about shutting out all the busyness of the world that's going on around us so that we can tune into that. So I'm going to start chanting, and feel free to chant along with me. I would love that. And by request, I have done at least one chant before in the 1.5 years that I've been doing these videos. And but with that and the meditation, I've gotten the request to do a separate video. So I may cut this one in pieces, or I may do another video. So look for that on YouTube too. If you are wanting to just be able to hear the chant and listen to it over and over again to get it in your system and not have to listen to the whole recording to get to the end of it, I believe I'm going to, I'll post a separate one so that you have access to that. So in any case, let's start chanting. And I will put the lyrics so you can see the visual of it down below. I'm totally a visual learner. I have to see the words in order to get the chant. So go ahead and close your eyes and allow yourself to just come into listening, and feel free to just start chanting with it and let yourself feel the vibration of you actually singing it. That's going to have more of an impact than you just listening to it. So just allow yourself to sit in the stillness and the vibration of that. Feel and notice the energy shifts. And then you can begin to slowly open your eyes. So I actually love that I screwed up because it is an expression to all of us that it is so okay to show up exactly as you are. You do not have to be polished. You do not have to be put together. You are not performing. You are here to live your life for you and nobody else. And so I'm going to leave it in just like that. And I love it because it's also so beautiful. The reason that I screwed up is because I went into my mind for just a second and wanted to remember this one chord change, because I literally did learn this 3 days ago. And the moment that I did that is when I screwed up. And my teacher even said that. She's like, every time I screw up, it's only because I got into my head. So take that as a lesson for May as well. Don't overthink it. Just do what you feel naturally called to do and leave it at that. Don't ask questions. Just do it. If there's something that you've wanted to do forever, I have my own list of these things. How I was just talking to someone this morning, how in the way, how do we get in our own way all the time? We jam up the flow of our own energy because fear comes in and we think, maybe I'm not perfect enough. Maybe I'm not good enough to do it yet. Maybe I need some other, letters behind my name before I can do that thing. And I can assure you it's absolutely not true. For anyone who went to college, you know absolutely that the moment that you graduate and you have that degree, you still have to go out and get on-the-job training. And your degree doesn't mean a whole lot until you put it into practice, right? So do that. Give that gift to yourself. Pick something this month that is scary for you, that you are like, I've wanted to do this forever, but I'm afraid. And use this energy to help you build those building blocks. Look and find out what those are. And for God's sake, clear everything out of your path that isn't that one thing that you want to do, so that you're not distracted by a million other things. And then don't give the gift of yourself to the world that everyone is waiting for. So I love you, and I'm so grateful that that happened. That was so beautiful. It allowed me to just channel it right here on camera. So I will do another video with just the chant and probably sing a little bit longer. And so you can find me on Instagram, YouTube. My website is doublemagenta.com if you're interested in working with me one-on-one for an intuitive energy session. I do in-person sessions if you're in Portland, Oregon, and I offer video and phone sessions if you are long distance. So you can check that out at my website. Namaste, happy May, and really enjoy this energy that's coming in, and try to organize and sort it and clear it out so that you don't get blasted in the face with it. All right, I love you. Take care. Namaste.